Hi, my name is Victoria Bell, and this is my friend and companion Darla. And I'm here to share my testimony about eating the Japanese superfood Natto, Natto. I started eating Natto about 2.5 years ago. At the time, I had multiple facial skin cancers, and the doctor wanted to do Mohs surgery again on my face, and I've had Mohs surgery, MOHS surgery, 3 times in the past. It's an expensive cancer removal surgery where they cut and they test the margins under a microscope, and then they go cut again. And 2 of those times the skin cancer grew back. So the Mohs surgery is not a surefire way of getting rid of skin cancer. So I determined that skin cancer must come from within, not from the sun necessarily. I mean, it may be somewhat related. I did find an NIH publication concerning cancer, the relation between cancer and cold sore type fever blisters. They're both related to the papilloma virus, and they did discuss that the exposure to the papilloma virus to radiation, which can include sun or dental x-rays, to cause an cancer, surface cancer, such as I had. Multiple of them. So I had a skin cancer right here, and they wanted to do the Mohs surgery, which I had experience with, and I knew it was going to leave my face disfigured. So I was highly motivated to find a cure. So the first thing I tried was the Gerson therapy, which entails about 16 fresh cups of juice per day and several coffee enemas, along with a very restrictive diet, which mostly left me hungry and starving. So that wasn't, I did do that for 6 months, and a couple of my skin cancers did go away. So the Gerson therapy worked for me. Dr. Gerson, Max Gerson, came from Germany, and he had tested out his food items on skin cancer patients. And he found that the food items that cured the skin cancer also cured other diseases. So skin cancer is just on the surface, but many people have cancer elsewhere that is not on the surface. So I guess I'm one of the lucky ones to know my problem exists before it's too late. If one is willing to do something about it, that is, because I am a registered nurse. This is not medical advice, however, and so I want everyone to take responsibility for their own health, and if you are willing to do this, please continue watching. So I started testing out different products, YouTube, essential herbs, oils, foods, liver cleanses, the medical medium, you name it. I tried it, And it did nothing for my skin cancer or my fever blisters. My skin condition was getting worse. I was increasing the amount of fever blisters and skin cancers on my face. It was quite humiliating and humbling, to say the least. And I was willing to try just about anything. I even did the urine therapy. Did not work for me topically or orally. So the next thing I discovered was the Japanese Natto. When I was, didn't know what else to do. And that made sense to me because Japanese Natto builds your immune system by delivering vitamin K2, which is the processed K1 from like leafy green vegetables, the stuff that thins your blood. But K2 also breaks up blood clots and thins your blood a bit too. But it delivers micronutrients to your bone structure, makes them bioavailable. So the Natto, I had blisters all over my face, all over my mouth, and within like 1 to 3 days, I could just feel my blisters drying up, like right away. And I continued eating that every day for the last about 2.5 years. I did skip a month and I got fever blisters again, and I restarted. That was just because I made a bad batch and I was traveling and I couldn't make another batch, so I decided, I'll try to go without it for a month. Wrong. I got fever blisters again. So it is the Natto that is helping my face and my skin to improve. My face was more wrinkled than it is now. I mean, I maybe look my age now, but I look 10 years older than I do now. So it can reverse age. Doctors are starting to use Natto kinase for heart disease, atherosclerosis, varicose veins, to increase the blood circulation. It breaks up blood clots, can help with DVTs. This is not medical advice. Please consult your physician with something that you feel comfortable with. Myself, I didn't want to be cut anymore. I had 30 surgeries and about 30 surgeries already in my late 40s, and I just didn't want to be cut up anymore, because I had one big one growing on my lip, and I was like, they're going to do the Mohs surgery and they're going to deform my face, because I know how deep those cuts are, and it'd be right in the middle of my mouth. So thank God I found a cure. Sometimes it's a blessing in disguise, so I could bring this message to the world and help whoever it may help. I have also, Natto is known to kill and eat the proteins that cause Alzheimer's. Builds bones, increases immune system, treats heart disease and poor circulation. It does not decrease cholesterol, and that's a whole nother topic about cholesterol. Cholesterol is just not a number. There's a ratio that you need. Cholesterol, your brain is the fattiest tissue organ in your body, and trust me, you need good fat. So one number isn't enough. to understand your cholesterol. There's good and bad cholesterol. That's a whole nother topic for discussion. And of course, I'm not a medical doctor. I am just a nurse, and this is not medical advice. So I wish you all well, and I thank you so much for joining us and listening to all this. I'll put a link down below to my Natto making instructions, and I wish you all the very best in health, wealth, and happiness. Thank you.